Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Monday, 26th of June 2023. This day is celebrated as the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, or World Drug Day, is marked on 26 June every year to strengthen action and cooperation in achieving a world free of drug abuse. The aim of this year's campaign is to raise awareness about the importance of treating people who use drugs with respect and empathy, providing evidence-based voluntary services for all, offering alternatives to punishment, prioritizing prevention and leading with the compassion. The campaign also aims to combat stigma and discrimination against people who use drugs by promoting language and attitudes that are respectful and non-judgmental. In 1945, United Nations Charter was signed on the same day. The Charter of the United Nations is the founding document of the United Nations. It was signed on 26 June 1945 in San Francisco at the conclusion of the United Nations Conference on International Organization. Starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper The Hindu states that what is happening in India, Prime Minister Modi asks BJP chief Nada after returning from foreign visit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi explains for New Delhi after concluding his visit to Egypt in Cairo Sunday, June 25, 2023. The Hindu newspaper also states that Obama's remarks about minority rights in India are surprising, says Nirmala Sitharaman. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman addresses a press conference in New Delhi on June 25, 2023. The Hindu newspaper also states that United States aircraft carrier arrives in Vietnam. A Vietnamese fishing boat sails past the USS Ronald Reagan. United States Navy Nimitz-class nuclear-powered aircraft carrier in Da Nang on June 25, 2023. Going towards the Indian Express newspaper states that United States bombarded 6 Muslim countries under his watch. Nirmala Sitharaman led his BJP attack on Obama. In scathing remarks Sunday, Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman told reporters at the BJP headquarters in New Delhi that the United States bombarded 6 Muslim countries when Obama was president. Union Minister Nirmala Sitharaman addressed a press conference in New Delhi on Sunday. Indian Express also states that emergency black chapter in India's history. Media role a key in a democracy. Yogi Adityanath, CM Yogi Adityanath inaugurates Noida Road named after Express founder Ramnath Goenka, underlining that an independent media is the fourth pillar of democracy. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath on Sunday said he was committed assuring that his government would engage with the media. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath inaugurated the Ramnath Goenka Marg on Sunday. Indian Express also states that Prime Minister Modi conferred Egypt's highest state honor, countries elevate relations to strategic partnership. Modi's visit, the first by an Indian Prime Minister since 1997, is of significance as Egypt has traditionally been one of India's most important trading partners in the African continent. Prime Minister Modi was on Sunday conferred with the Order of the Nile, Egypt's highest honor, by the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi at the Presidential Palace in Cairo. Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi confers Prime Minister Narendra Modi with the Order of the Nile award, Egypt's highest state honor, during the meeting in Cairo. Going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that charting the evolving India's-United States relationships. Last week, India Prime Minister Narendra Modi concluded a historic state visit that observers on both sides expect will kickstart a new chapter in relations between the United States and India. Over the past 2 decades, this relationship has gone for awakened resentment during the Cold War to full-throated embrace with the Biden Prime Minister Mr. Modi. And sometimes also states that unusual pattern sheds light on how monsoon line takes shape. The monsoon is sprinting 2 days ago on June 23. The northern limit of monsoon NLM, or the peak of the monsoon line, had only covered a peninsular and part of the East India, but on Sunday it blanketed nearly the entire country, leaving only parts of Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab. Hazy covers the city skyline during the monsoon season in Mumbai on Sunday. Hindustan Times also states that the deadliest attack Russian airstrike claims 13 lives in rebel held northwest Syria. Russian airstrike killed at least 13 people in rebel held northwest Syria on Sunday, the deadliest attack on the country this year, a war monitor said. A plume of smoke rises from a building following a reported Russian airstrike on Syria northwestern rebel held Idlib province. Going towards the economy of the country, will strive to get CPI down to 4%. El Nino, a challenge for food inflation, says Shaktikanta Das. Reserve Bank of India Governor Shaktikanta Das addresses the media during the press conference in Mumbai. More than two-thirds of rupees 2000 notes turned with a month of a withdrawal. Das Shaktikanta Das, Governor of the Reserve Bank of India. Walmart helps link 8 lakh producers to markets. Farm Group Septicial. Walmart has created a network that links farmers directly to retail market, enhancing its capacity to enter India's retail market if and when it is allowed to. Going towards the world news, including Greek Conservative Party is favored to win majority in the second general election in 5 weeks. Russian mercenary leaders exile and revolt, but leaves question about Putin's power. Freight train carrying hot asphalt, molten sulfur plunges into Yellowstone River as bridge fails. Prigozhin's march to Moscow halted after Belarus intervenes. All that happened in Russia on June 24. United States suspected Prigozhin was preparing to take military action against Russia. Previous passengers recall ill-fated Titan. I 100% knew this was going to happen. Going towards the science and technology, science this week, India's joint Artemis Accords, the United States approves sale of lab-grown meat and more. The International Space Station ISS, photographed by Expedition 56 crew members from Soyuz spacecraft after undocking October 4, 2018. Chandrayaan 3 lander Vikram rover Pragyan to return for another test with the moon. This screen grab taken from a live webcast by ISRO on August 6, 2019 shows Vikram lander before it is supposed to land on the moon. Scientists are now one step closer to identifying the source of solar magnetic field. Indian Institute of Astrophysics study. The sun contains the corona, the outer shell of the sun's atmosphere, the photosphere, the visible surface, and the chromosphere near the transparent layer. Just above the photosphere, with a magnetic field generated by electrical currents acting as a magnetic dynamo inside the sun. At last, there's a famous quotation said by William Wordsworth, whose birth anniversary is 7 April 1770 up to 23 April 1850. Was an English romantic poet who, with Samuel Taylor Coleridge, helped to launch the Romantic Age in English literature with their joint publication Lyrical Ballads. Mr. William Wordsworth says a famous quotation. He says that the fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. Okay, thank you.